How does zero and first party data play into a broader revenue strategy for newsrooms? How should they be thinking about it?
So for me, it's strategic because it changes the business model from being content first to being audience first. It really gives you leverage in three places: in audience growth, in product relevance, and in revenue packaging. So instead of guessing what people want, you can know what it is that they want. Instead of broad generic inventory, you can build segments and products that advertisers actually value because they're based on data that the users have given you. The longer you build this consented high quality data, the more valuable your audience becomes and the less fragile your revenue is. So the way that I would say it is that the newsrooms and the revenue teams and so forth, they need to think of this not as a tech project. This is a capability that they need to build. That's the difference.
And not only does this make the audience more valuable to the newsroom, it makes the newsroom more valuable to the audience because you're able to segment, you're able to see what they want and really parse that in the content you create. How does a zero and first party data strategy play into audience trust?
Yeah, so you said it. Trust is everything. It is the whole ballgame. Zero party data only works when there's an obvious value exchange there, right? So to me, there are three rules: you need to be clear, you need to be minimal, and you need to give control. So, clear, you need to tell people why you're asking for what you're asking for. Minimal, you need to ask for the smallest thing that improves their experiences. Don't ask for everything. And control, you need to make it easy for them to adjust preferences and to opt out. So, a good example is something like choose the topics you care about so we can only send what's relevant, or share your zip code with us so we can personalize local alerts. A bad example would be collecting a whole bunch of fields of data with no explanation and not really doing anything with them once you've collected them, right? So, for me, if you can't explain why you're collecting it in one sentence, don't collect it.
Right. Be succinct.